it's time for the old collection video. So showing you what's in all these crazy drawers that surround me here in my makeup room. By the way, I have done a makeup room tour video, so if you want to see all the nooks and crannies of this space, I will definitely link to that for you. But yeah, since we recently moved, I definitely started to rethink what I was going to do with my makeup storage. So I moved from having all of those like different plastic drawers. I had a lot of different sizes, and really it was way more drawers probably than what I have now, but it just wasn't the most efficient use of the space. The drawers weren't as big. And so I have moved toward what I know is a very popular storage system here in the YouTube world, and it's the Ikea Alex drawers. I have a couple of the wider and shorter units under this desk that I'm sitting in front of, and then also several of these taller 9-drawer units. And I gotta say, after spending 5+ years with those plastic drawers, these seem like just amazing to me because I really think the drawer size is well suited to makeup, and over time I may change the way I've got everything positioned in there or my little containers within the drawers, but for now this is what I'm working with. It's a big collection. I make no apologies for that. It's what I do. I'm proud of it, and I'm happy to constantly be working on new review videos for everyone, and you know, this is the material I'm talking about. So I hope you enjoy this video, and let's take a look around. I've got this L-shaped desk that I talked about in my tour video, and underneath that are a couple of storage units, and then I've got storage to the side. The idea for me is that I really like to be surrounded by the stuff that I'm using, make as many things as possible just within arm's reach, and it makes it more convenient, and I think I'm more likely to use what I have when it's all just really, really handy. As far as what's on top here, I'm trying to keep it a little more minimal than I once did. This is also where I sit for Beauty Broadcast Live and sit my laptop like here or here, but I've got a couple of things of brushes there, some lip products that I just think look cute out, a lot of Tarte Lip Surgeons products, some Bite lipsticks. My brush storage is this Pampered Chef little turnabout thingamajig, and I've got brushes from all brands in here. I've got Sigma, Real Techniques, e.l.f., a lot of random just drugstore brands. Here's my mirror, absolutely love it. Here's my baby bump, love that too. Oh, hello, I love to keep a smaller and very dirty, apparently, mirror right here, so if I'm doing eye makeup, I can really get a close look at what's happening. I have this great little tray here from Caboodles. I was using this in the other house too, and it keeps my skincare products really handy and all in one place. I usually have this full of Q-tips, looks like it needs to be refilled, but I've got some setting sprays, some various moisturizers there, water bottle sprays, brush cleaner sprays, some big old tubs of Estee Lauder Double Wear that my buddy David hooked me up with, and some Kleenex, of course. And then up here, this is the very non-practical part of my storage. This is where I just put the pretty things that I think look pretty in the background of the videos. So I've got just a bunch of pretty gold makeup products there. They're sitting in a clear lipstick storage container that I got from Lady Moss. I've got some Tarte brushes out there. This is all just randomness that I think is really cute, and I love that I will be able to switch this up whenever I want, maybe switch it up with the holidays, who knows. But I'm going to start with my storage here under the desk. I've got the Alex 6-drawer units here and here. These do come with little wheels, but if you don't want those, you just don't put them on, and these could stack also. I had a little extra space over here, so I went ahead and kept, excuse the toe pointing, but I kept one of those here just for kind of like if I've done a haul recently, I've got some products I want to make a point to use real soon and keep handy. I've got those there in my little trash can also. Starting here, I've got a lot of eye stuff right in this unit, and this is all cream shadows. So I've got kind of some random brands right in here, some Motives, MAC, Mally. Here are a lot of my Maybelline color tattoos and the e.l.f. smudge pots. Some from Sigma here. You know I love my Mally shadow sticks, so I've got a bunch of those here. Just some miscellaneous high-end pencils, Laura Mercier, Tarte Smolder Eyes, drugstore type of jumbo pencils like Milani, Jordana, Avon, and a bunch of eye primers right here. The next drawer, what do we have here? This is all eyeliner, 100% eyeliner. Plus, I do have some more jumbo pencil type things, but these are the ones that maybe don't have as good of staying power, were limited edition, something I'm not going to reach for real often. Got some NYX ones here, a bunch of sharpeners, any kind of nude or brightening eyeliner pencil. And then guys, I was so eager to like get stuff in these drawers after we moved. I just took some drawers out of the old storage and popped them right in here. This totally may not stay like that, but I really do like having a nice wide area to reach from. So these are black pencil liners, brown pencil liners, and various colored pencil liners. And that was the way they were split up in my old storage also. I've got cream and gel liners and liquid liners right here. And then down below, I've got brows and lashes. This is a great little tray here. Guess what it holds? Silverware! And I've got some lash curlers in here. I've got brow pencils, jumbo brow pencils, any kind of brow gel, and then like highlighting type pencils here. Right here I've got brow powders, little palettes. The Too Faced Brow Envy is what I use pretty much every day. A larger brow palette from Sigma back there, and then mascaras. Traditional bristle brush, rubber bristle brush. That's how I've kind of kept them separated for a long time now, and it seems to work for me. Next drawer, I've got false lashes, various different brands. I've got little tools for applying, little scissors, glues, and stuff. And then I've got loose powder shadows here. So really random in terms of the brands. I've got some Bare Minerals in there, some Everyday Minerals, a lot of e.l.f. loose shadows. I'm going to try to make a point to use some of these more because I think the storage now is more handy than it was in the past. Now down below that, I've got a lot of my smaller sized palettes, and the thing that's dividing these up, you can see it goes here, it goes all the way out to the edges of this drawer, and I found it at Bed Bath & Beyond. I saw Alex drawers in the picture on the front, and so I'm like, ooh, this might be perfect for a couple of my drawers, so I picked a couple of those up. I may review those at some point in time because I'm really liking the size that they give you, not just to separate palettes, but really any kind of organization in a drawer like this. I think they're really great. And it was so cool, you just pull it out to make it the width and the length that you need. But I've got some Lorac palettes there, a bunch of Too Faced, Bare Minerals, Kat Von D, Naked palettes, Mally palettes. And then down below, I've got a lot of open space here, which is good to see. Things that I've gotten from Target or NYX products, Sonia Kashuk. Just a place for those things that aren't like humongous, but they're larger than your average like trio or quad. Over here, still more eye stuff, but this top drawer, just the width of this drawer, I tried to store my concealer in other ways, but it really made sense for me to keep it all in here together. So I've got primers and concealer. These are just a lot of standard primers. These are some primers that specifically cater to like pores and pore refining type products. Some tinted or illuminating primers. Back in here, the really full coverage creamy concealers, liquid consistency full coverage concealers, brighteners, highlighting type concealers, stick format concealers, various shapes and sizes, and then these are all like correctors. So things that are yellow toned or peachy toned that are really geared toward color correcting. And then over here, setting powders of different kinds. I've got a lot from e.l.f., a couple of Bare Minerals, bisque type powders that I talk about a lot. The whole shebang is in here. I think I could conceal issues on my face and about 100 other faces for a lifetime with that stuff. Down here, okay, we're getting into single eyeshadows now. This drawer might look a little chaotic at first glance, but let me explain. In the back, I've got various storage containers here, and I like to split up my single shadows by color, not by brand, because I feel like I'm more likely to reach in and actually use from different brands when it's all kind of mixed up. And I'm thinking, okay, I need a matte cream shadow. Will I use this one? Will I use this one? You know, it kind of prompts me to make some choices and look at what I actually own. So here's like the really light beigey, light peachy shades, goldeny colors, rose gold, bronzy type colors, warm tone tones. Here's a bunch of taupes, and here's a bunch of browns. And then out in front, I've got duos and trios that incorporate those same kinds of shades. And I kind of like how it's not too perfect. It's something I can totally like rummage through a little bit. You know, I can pretty much see a lot of what I have. There's not tons of overlap, though there is some. And then down below that, I've done a similar thing, but we've got colors here. So purples, I've got a lot of those, so those are in, you know, a bigger container. Pinks and mauves, greens, blues, and blacks and silvers. And then any sort of trio or duo that corresponds with those kinds of colors. Next drawer, get ready, Wet n Wild people, because this is like Wet n Wild City right here. Gosh, where to begin? I've got trios here, and these are trios that are from the regular line, limited edition lines. That's why there's so many. There is some randomness tucked right back here. Things I don't use often, but want to keep kind of on hand. I've got the larger palettes here from the I Love Matte to the Comfort Zone. More limited edition type trios. Palettes that are the newer ones that they came out with the 5 colors. Back here you're looking at more limited edition type stuff, some little Fergie palettes. Over here is Covergirl, so these are trios and quads from Covergirl's line in that little basket, and then right up here is NYC. So I've got several different trios from NYC, and also some of these little 4-color palettes with the cream primer and highlight. Really been enjoying those. Down in here I've got assorted other palettes, smaller sized ones like those from NYX. I've even got some NYX, like remember when the trios were made like that? I can't bear to part with some of those, so I've kept those in there. In here I've got tons of these Maybelline Eye Studio quads. I love these. In this little basket I've got some of these L'Oreal Color Riche quads. Up in front is just really random smaller high-end palettes, like a couple from Cargo, Tarte, Laura Geller, Tarina Tarantino, Benefit, Stila, couple of Lancome products there, and then here's some random back to drugstore, Flower Beauty Physicians Formula. Those matte palettes are so cool. Back here I've got some Revlon quads, also some Hard Candy and Physicians Formula. And down in the way bottom, I've got tons of extra space, but I decided to go with any of my palettes that I depotted things into, or just had like products in the pan that I transferred into a Z palette. So here I've got some different Makeup Geek shadows. I've also got a lot of Coastal Scents Hot Pots in a couple of these. Here, you know, random shadows that I've depotted from Too Faced and Urban Decay palettes. There's my MAC shadows, more Coastal Scents, and an Inglot palette as well. So between these two things, that sums up all of the eye stuff. And now we're going to move over here to the tall drawers. Are you still with me? Are you still awake? Up here, we've got more face stuff, and this is blush, and this is maybe my tightest freaking drawer. This may have to change eventually, but I've got things. Actually, I did decide to divide things by brand here because it was the most space efficient. So I've got Tarte, Estee Lauder, some Laura Geller, the Balm, Ioni, Milani, Elf, NARS, just random other brands, kind of wherever they fit. And I do have just a couple of little divider type plasticky drawers right in here. Down below this is more blush, but either things that were kind of large and wouldn't fit up there, or things that I have a specific reason to separate out. Like in this little basket is anything with that like mosaic type of mixed color pattern going on, you know what I mean? So I've got some of those there. I've got little like duo palettes like those from e.l.f. that combine blush and bronzer, BH Cosmetics, Flower Beauty, any of the Benefit boxed powders, little Mally like duos that have the cream and the powder blush. It Cosmetics, some loose blushes there, some sleek blushes. Right here is the bronzer drawer. Guys, can you tell what happened? I took the drawers out of my other storage and I just popped them in here for now. Basically, here's matte bronzers, and right back here are shimmery bronzers. I usually reach for the matte ones more. Love this Milani Bronzer XL for contouring, but I've got those just really close and handy, and then if I want something more glowy, it's back there. Next up, this is my highlighting and finishing powder type of drawer, so I've got all kinds of shimmery highlights right here from the Balm, Too Faced, Laura Geller, Physicians Formula, and then over here, I've got more lightweight lightweight loose powders, in some cases finishing powders are there. And then right up here in front, I've got some things that are more like mattifying. Pearl, the Balm, Benefit, Professional, Agent Zero Shine. Down below that, I've got all things powder, but more from a coverage standpoint. Right back here are all my Bare Minerals products in this little basket. A few random things right here. Pressed powders and then powder foundations. So things that do tend to give me a little more coverage, like my Laura Geller Balance and Brighten, a MAC Studio Fix, MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, Milani Multitaskers. You know those powders that just give off a little more coverage? I've separated those here, and I need to be reviewing these soon, but I've got several of the Ben Nye Luxury powders. With these Alex drawers, you've got 5 of the skinnier ones, and then you get into the deeper. So that's where I've got my foundations. And in a nutshell, I've split these up into light coverage, medium coverage, and then my full coverage right here. So of course you've got like Estee Lauder double wear type products over here, my Revlon Color Stays. I look a little crazy back here, but I've got cream or mousse type formulas, stick formula foundations right there. And then in the way back, I've got any foundations that are like not the right color for me right now, or maybe something I might use on someone else. Those are in the back of the class. Next drawer is all about creams. I've got cream blushes, cream highlights, cream bronzers. I tried to separate them out as best I could, so I've got like stick blushes and then in, you know, little compact forms. Anything that could be used as a cream contour here, cheek stain type products, and then all those like illuminating type of sticks and creams and liquids. Next up, the drawer of the tinted moisturizers, BB creams, etc. I really don't have any rhyme or reason right now for the way I split up these two, other than these tubes are bigger, these are a little smaller. I've got more back here that I was not such a fan of. I've got different kinds of compact cream foundations down here as well. As far as brands go, I know I have talked about a lot of these, but I still have more that I can review, like the It Cosmetics CC cream. That was in my one brand tutorial. Need to do a review on the Estee Lauder Double Wear BB, but CoverGirl, Rimmel, L'Oreal, Maybelline, lots of drugstore BBs in there too. Not a lot in this bottom drawer besides some extra brushes, really large brushes that are kind of a pain to store, or these double-ended brushes that are always a hard thing to store, so they have their own little space there. So I'm a lip product fiend. You knew this was coming. These products are not packed in as tightly as they could be. I know I'm taking up kind of a lot of space with the way I'm doing things right now. It may change, but let's just dive in. Right up here we've got Nude Lipsticks, and each of these drawers is going to follow kind of the same format. I've got different forms of the lipsticks, like a lot of jumbo pencils right in there. This front right basket are things that I've kind of picked out as like my favorites, the things I'm reaching for a lot right now, and then even more in the back. So when I pull out that drawer for Nude Lipsticks, if I go over here to this next unit, right alongside I've got the Nude Glosses. So here I've got my longer ones with the doe foot applicators, here's shorter ones, and those in squeezy tubes. So anything nude lip product wise is going to go straight across like that. It's the same story down below for neutrals, so a little bit deeper neutrals. I've got things that are also in that like melted type format, definitely like the coverage on your lips of a lipstick, but a little bit different type of consistency. Also the jumbo pencils, like I said, those are in here. Some things I'm especially liking right now, and then more right there, and then right alongside it are the neutral glosses. There's tons of extra space when I do it this way, so that's why I'm saying I may not keep it like this, but for now I really love having like everything in such close proximity. And the brands, guys, are just really all over the place. I mean, drugstore, high-end, it's all mixed in together. Here's pinks, so again, the different consistencies, the jumbo sticks, the things I'm really loving, the more, all in the back, and then same story here, pink lip glosses. I have a ton of pink lip glosses. It just kind of baffled me as I was reconfiguring my storage. Next drawer down, we're looking at all of the pink and berry type of lip colors, and just like with eyeshadow, it really helps me to not divide by brand with these kinds of things. So if I need something, I'm really drawn to look in my collection and see, you know, maybe I'm going to reach for this, but oh yeah, I haven't used this one in a while, so I'll grab that. You know, so it prompts me to use more of what I have. And then right alongside that, all the berry glosses, the bright fuchsia type colors, even things that border on purple a little bit, radiant orchid, that's all in there. Right down here, I've got all the reds. So red lipsticks, those in the different formats, the ones I really, really am enjoying, and then some more in the back. And then over here, I've got my red glosses, red glosses, and also I'm just keeping all my OCC lip tars right there as well, along with my little homemade palette for them. Getting into one of the deeper drawers, and this is all of my coral stuff because I didn't have quite as much, and this drawer just seemed to accommodate it. So this is, you know, all the coral lipstick type products, the jumbo pencils, the glosses that are a little bit taller, longer, whatever, and the squeezy tubes. Down from that, I've got tinted lip balms, lip glosses, I've got all like baby lips type stuff here, L'Oreal tinted lip balms, Neutrogena. Here's a little divided thingy with some of the skinny ones like Yes to Carrots and Burt's Bees. Right back here, the things that are kind of colorless, but you know, good for your lips, and I love those Philosophy lip shines, so I got a little tub of those. Down below that, we're looking at lip plumpers right here. So like the buxom ones, the little short guys, I'm keeping those there. Some from NYX. Lip stains, really long wearing lip products like the Covergirl Outlast, Maybelline Super Stay. And then I've got nude and neutral type lip liners and pink and berry lip liners. Right down here in the bottom, junk drawer, totally random. I've got stuff that just was kind of gathered up from the move that I need to put somewhere. Some samples, some hair clips, you know. And then over on this other side, what did we have left? 4 more drawers? 4 more drawers! Oh my goodness. Over here, I've got any kind of like face palette or combination type palette. I've got one of those domed Z palettes, so I was able to depot some baked stuff at one point. I've got a MAC palette with a few blushes in there, contouring palette from IT Cosmetics, and then any other like face related palette, like things that came out around the holidays, the Tarte blush palette. I've got the Balms, How About Them Apples cream blush palette, and these are kind of combo type things. This thing from MAC that I got, it has like blushes and eyeshadows. Next up are more eye palettes that didn't fit right down there. So I've got some from Sigma, all of my palettes from the Balm right here, and then some just really random miscellaneous type palettes in the back. And then these 2 drawers right down here in the bottom are empty. They can stay that way, that's fine by me. So thank you guys so much for watching this collection video. I hope it was fun. I hope it was just interesting to look through, and maybe you got some ideas for your own storage space. One of the things I get asked a lot is if you've got a lot of makeup, how do you make a point to know what you have or to use what you have? And I really think good organization is key. Keeping things kind of separated and categorized as much as you can really helps you know what you have. I also have my closet area. We peeked into that in my makeup room tour video, where I've got some overflow products, things that I've maybe been sent but haven't looked at yet, or palettes and stuff. So if you want to see more of what's in that room, I think that would be a separate video, so let me know if you're interested. But thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.